Do you know Yvonne by coincidence? Because she's an alumni from ESCP, and she's responsible for the sustainability management at Share. And now we get a great talk. Where are you? Where are you? There, from her. Yvonne Löwenstein, on sharing.
This one? Okay. So hi, everyone. I'm happy to be here instead of Sebastian today, so it's a great chance for me. And I want to introduce Share to you. You might have seen it already because we have a booth upstairs, and most of you have tried our nut bars already because they're almost all gone. And also, we have our nice water, so if you get thirsty, you know where to find us. Share is a social startup that was founded in 2017 in Berlin, and only 1 year later, in 2018, they launched their first products all over Germany. We started in 5,000 stores simultaneously, so it was a big success, and you can find us at all Rewe and DM stores. But why did our founders decide to go for a social enterprise? Well, first of all, they all come from the social sector and have done some humanitarian work, but also they know how many problems the world is facing at the moment. And the disparities we see in the world can be surprising at times. We know, for example, that we have 20% more food available than would be necessary to feed every person on the planet. But still, 1 in 9 people globally suffers from hunger. Even in a wealthy country such as Germany, 1.5 billion people are supported by food banks, and this is quite astonishing. On the other hand, we have a big buying power and ever-increasing consumption. And Share found a way to use this consumption to actually decrease inequalities and make the world a better place. And this is how it works. Share is a social consumer brand. We have several products in the range of food, of water and hygiene to address basic human needs. And the mission of Share is to give access to every person on the planet to those basic needs. The products we offer are of high quality and at a reasonable price, so they, on the first glance, are not different from any other product in the supermarket shelf. But what we do is we offer a social benefit, because the concept behind Share is the 1+1 principle. For each product Share sells, an equivalent donation is made to a person in need. So if you, for example, buy a nut bar, a person somewhere over the world gets a meal. The same holds true for water and for hygiene products. So with our products, we offer a social alternative to convenience products and also an easy way for customers to make a social impact. On top of that, Share operates on a high level of transparency. On the product, you can find a QR code and a tracking code, and if you enter that into your smartphone, you can see where your donation goes to. If you buy a nut bar, you can see whether you help in Senegal, in Myanmar, or in Berlin, and give food to a person that needs it. And with that, we create a unique user experience, and we also shed light on the global social problems our world is facing. And this is what we've done so far. In the last 10 months after the launch, we were able to support more than 100,000 people in 8 countries. We were able to build and repair 41 wells, which provide clean drinking water for more than 25,000 people every day. Also, we could share 1.7 billion meals that reach people in Africa, in Asia, and in Germany. And we distributed more than 455,000 soaps to promote health and hygiene for people that need it, especially vulnerable people in schools and refugee camps. So in total, as of today, we were able to share more than 7 billion products, which means that 7 billion people, or 7 billion times someone benefited from this business model. And this is only possible because we have great partners. We work with very experienced NGOs like the United Nations World Food Programme, Welthungerhilfe, Action Against Hunger, and Berliner Tafel. And with those partners, we can create true, sustainable social impact. And what's important here is how these partners work. They have an integrated approach. They work with local governments, with local communities, and with local entrepreneurs and businesses to make sure that their impact is long-lasting and inclusive. We have one example here in India where we work with the Welthungerhilfe. We distribute 400,000 soaps to school children in very poor rural areas. And here, what's most important is not only the distribution of soaps, but that the soaps are bought locally, which supports local economies and local entrepreneurs, and that the school children not only receive the soap, but they also receive a training, as do their parents and teachers, so the community is really integrated into this approach, and they learn why it is important to wash your hands and how it is done properly to avoid the spreading of diseases. Also, the NGO works with the government to create sustainable impact by guaranteeing access to the national health system for all children, for their families, for the whole community. So this trilateral approach is really key to make this impact we create long-lasting, sustainable, and inclusive. And it's thanks to these great partners that SHARE can have this impact, and that actually a small startup and a social enterprise can use consumption as a force for good and to create social impact. And that is why I'm very happy to work at SHARE and be part of this great business idea. Thank you.
Thank you very much. No, take it for you. I have a last one for you.
Yes.
As they are run out. Any question from you to Yvonne? Not in the moment, so I go for a question. Are you break even?
Not yet.
When do you expect to be break even?
We hope to break even in early mid-2020.
Already?
Yes.
So tell us a bit more about the business model you have. You don't get any money from foundations, NGOs or anything. You just use the cooperation, the supply chains or the community.
We sell products, and from the revenues, we take a certain percentage that goes to a social project. So with this, we guarantee that for each product sold, really a donation is made that is high enough to guarantee the same product for another person.
What is the biggest challenge? Really, yes, we are amongst us, so we are behind the curtains. What is the biggest challenge in really making this a very fruitful and soulful company and daily work? What is the biggest challenge?
Well, the first challenge at the moment is to get out of this startup feeling, to get more structured, more professionalized as we grow, and to really be able to cope with all the work, because it's growing quickly and we have to make sure that we stay successful. And one key part of this is the communication, because as soon as people understand the concept, they're on board, they like it. But it's not easy to transport that on packaging, for example. So many people just don't...
you mean now the communication to the consumer or to the markets?
Yes, because when people see our products in the shelf, they don't instantly see what's behind this. And if they know, they choose SHARE. But if they don't know, they might not choose it.
Okay, what is your consequence on that? Is it investing more in marketing, digitally,
No.
billboarding? What is it? Is it more education in schools? So what is it?
Yeah, it's a bit of all of this. We try to communicate a lot, but don't put too much money into marketing, because we don't have that money, because it goes into the social projects. It's events like this. It's about... our customers are very loyal, and they're really voicing their experiences with SHARE, and we just put a lot of effort into growing this community and to get the message across.
Coming back, last question to the figures. Where is it tricky? Growing from which amount of people to what? Are we talking from 5 to 50? Are we talking from 10 to 100? What is the slippery slope where the growing process becomes really a challenge?
You mean for
in the company, the people?
I mean, we started when we launched with about 12 people. Now we're almost 40. So it's still working. We're still like a family. Everybody knows each other. We're all within one room.
You drink the same water?
Yes. We eat the same nut bars every day. But I think as soon as we're not in such close contact anymore, then it gets tricky, because then the roles are really defined, and now like everybody helps everyone. We can move to different departments if necessary. But if this changes and the management gets farther away from the employees, I think this is going to be the tricky part.
So we wish you good luck in
you.
the bigger family. Thank you very much. Thank you.